And welcome back to Route Double. When we last left off, cut off by the sudden sound of a voice and white noise echoing through the room. Oh shit. Hell yeah. Kasumi took out her PDA and spoke directly into it. Kasumi then told Commander Murakami everything that had transpired up until that point. About how they'd reunited with Watase and then saved Yuri, Anna, and Ukita. It appeared she was keeping Watase's amnesia a secret for now. Once Kasumi had finished her report, Commander Murakami paused, then spoke again in a defeated voice. Kasumi listened calmly to Commander Murakami's solemn voice before speaking again. The radiation was kind of a tip-off. No control room looking. So, okay. Everything that could have gone wrong did. Yeah. Kind of thing where one failure causes another failure and things spiral out of control. Ah. Radiation leakage prevention system happened when the meltdown occurred. Okay, so things started failing. They tried to prevent a meltdown. Meltdown has occurred. Walls of the reactor were breached. Makes sense. Take some serious security overrides, I'd imagine. Expectation filled the group's faces when they heard Kasumi's suggestion. However, bugger. Oh. Oh. Everyone gasped at the words 9 hours.
C4 爆弾を使えばいいではないですか。
地上と地下を隔てる床と隔壁は80構造の耐熱対衝撃複合交番だ。C4 程度ではどうにもならん。
They secured the fuck out of those doors.
水蒸気爆発や水素爆発にも耐えられるように設計されているんだ。我々の装備程度では。
そんな。
The normally composed Kasumi was in total shock.
要救助者が多数いるんです。どうにかならないのですか。
こちらでも手は尽くすが時間の。
Oh, suddenly his voice started only coming through in bursts.
司令長、声が途切れてます。
信が不安定だ。考えない。ラボ関係者からの伝言を伝える。
Commander apparently realized that the transmission was reaching its limits as he started talking much faster without pausing.
拉致隊に備え、施設内の各所に AD が設置してある。それを投与し続けろ。そして汚染区域に近づくな。そうすれば必ず生き延びられる。
His voice was full of grief and pain. Kasumi quietly listened to him with a bitter look on her face.
司令長、また声が。
ないのか。通信がまた限界を。
司令長、司令長。
Kasumi desperately called out to him. The only reply she got was the cruel hiss of static from the radio. 9 hours, huh? Kasumi grimly put her PDA away. The rest of the group, full of panic, all began speaking at the same time.
9時間だって。
長すぎるわよ。なんでそんなことに。メルトダウンを起こした原子炉がすぐそばにあるってのに。
Staying in an environment like that for 9 hours. It was an insane idea to all of them. It didn't look like they could expect the reinforcements that Kasumi had been counting on. Not anytime soon, that is. Watase then spoke with a cracked voice.
浮田さん、なんだね。放射能漏洩防止システムってのは何なんだ。あ、それのせいで隔壁が開かないって。なんで人がまだ地下にいるのにそんなものが作動したんだ。
Probably because the facility prioritizes dangerous amounts of radiation escaping the underground over human life.
メルトダウンって一体何なんだ。
Oh boy.
教えてくれ。俺も漠然としかその恐ろしさを知らないんだよ。
Well, Mr. Watase, shit's fucked. Kida hesitantly looked around at everyone else, then sighed.
知らない人もいるだろうから説明しておいた方が良さそうだな。極めてかいつまんで説明するがいいかね。はあ、頼む。
Those words as a signal, Ukita began to quietly explain.
メルトダウンとはつまり原子炉の炉心が異常な高温になり融解してしまう現象のことだ。通常そんなことが起こらないように原子炉の中で燃焼している核燃料は絶えず冷却されるべきなのだが、冷却が適切になされなかった場合、炉心の耐熱性を上回る熱量が発生し原子炉そのものが破損する。そして灼熱した核燃料が外部に放出されるんだ。 N エリアで起こってる大火災ってやつの原因はそれか。ああ、おそらく莫大な熱量を持つ核燃料が周囲の可燃物を炎上させたんだな。溶け落ちた核燃料は摂氏3000度超の凄まじい高温を発し、あらゆるものを燃やしてしまう。
今も火災が続いているということは破損の程度は大きいのでしょうか。
そう考えて間違いはないだろう。
It will cease to be.
自動消火システムが破壊されていることから見るに爆発なども起きている可能性がある。
And that's the last possible thing we want exploding.
核燃料が何らかの水分に触れれば水蒸気爆発などが起こるからね。
Ah.
N エリアは灼熱と爆風の地獄と化しているはずさ。
A stiff smile rose to Ukita's face as he said all this.
そして核燃料とは 言うまでもなく放射性物質だ。原子炉から放出されたそれは放射線を周囲にまき散らす。実例を挙げるなら、そう、チェルノブイリ原発事故というのを知ってるかね。いや。
Name didn't ring any bells to him. Kid sighed and continued. Oh, it's fallen out of the history books.
もう
Oh,
半
darn.
世紀近くも前にロシアで起きた人類史上最大のクライシスだよ。原子力発電所で使用されていた原子炉がメルトダウンし、水蒸気爆発が発生。10トンにも及ぶ放射性物質が原子炉建屋の外にまき散らされたんだ。これは広島型原爆の500倍の量にあたり、それによる死者は膨大な数に上った。原発職員や事故処理に当たった消防士など3000人が死亡。そしてその後も増え続けた。最終的な死者数は今となってはわからないが、数十万人にも及ぶとさえ言われる。
数十万？なんでそんなに死者が？
その原因がまさに放射性物質なのさ。死の灰とも呼ばれるそれは爆発と火災により空に舞い上がって雨とともに地表に降り注いだんだ。わかるかね？真に恐ろしいのはこの点だ。今この地下に満ちている放射線が周辺地域全体に広がるという点が。
その死の灰ってのが漏れると施設の外も汚染されちまうってことか。
Exactly.
その通りだ。事実チェルノブイリ原発の周辺は以後900年にわたり人の住めない土地となった。故にメルトダウン発生時の緊急処置というのは過去に国内外で発生した N 災害の教訓を生かし、放射性物質の拡散を抑えることを第一義に考える風潮が強まった。
That makes sense.
だからこの施設ではメルトダウンが起きたら全ての隔壁が自動で閉まるようになっているのさ。
So the thing we want to be mad about is... we don't want to be mad about that because... just... we don't want to be mad about why the hell did this thing shut us all down here. We want to be figuring out how to get us ourselves out and keep the radiation in.
ケース N というのはつまり隔壁強制閉鎖を知らせるコードだよ。
Case N. Ah. It was true that if the nuclear reactor was shielded by the unparalleled strength of composite steel plates, it'd be able to easily handle a meltdown in the rare case of one. If the facility had been made of, say, normal reinforced concrete instead, then it would have most likely collapsed completely in the event of a steam explosion. So perhaps they'd made this facility into what was essentially one giant heavy metal box, so that all they'd have to do in times of emergency was simply close the lid, sealing everything inside into an airtight container. We can understand the logic behind that.
でも閉じ込められた人たちはどうなるんだ？
Perish.
そうよ。脱出口はないの？エアダクトとか今こうして呼吸ができるということは空気の通り道はあるんでしょ？
いや、エアダクト内の各所には放射性物質ろ過装置が設置されている。地上当然人は通れない。エアダクトからの脱出は不可能だ。
そこまで念入りに？
Well, yeah.
そうとも。どこの原子力関連施設もそうだが、安全面には極めて配慮してやる。
They kinda have to be or risk disaster.
今このラボの地下フロアは外界と完全に隔絶されている。灰一粒外に漏らさないように。だから先ほどの通信で言っていたように AD を投与しながら隔壁の開放を待つしか。
Before Ukita could finish his sentence, Jun cut in.
待ってよ、浮田さん。悠長に待ってるわけにはいかないみたいだよ。
なんだね。
Jun responded by taking her prokion out of her breast pocket.
このプロキオンの数値見て。今は1605ミリシーベルトになってる。
Oh. This could get bad.
隔壁封鎖の直後はまだ100ミリシーベルト前後だった。場所によって多少上下するみたいだけど、徐々に数値は上がってるんだよ。
何？
Now that he thought about it, she was right. Reading he'd seen when he'd first looked at a prokion was about 1100 MSV. The reading really had increased in the short amount of time that had passed since then.
どういうことだ浮田さん。なんで数値が上がるんだ。
施設外に放射性物質を拡散させないようにはなってても、施設内は何の対策もしてないの？
いや、その僕にもわからん。
わからないって。
We're just in the box that we put the leaking can in when it starts to leak. So the leak is contained by the box. That's just it.
各エリアを隔てるセキュリティゲートも核兵器と同様放射性物質の拡散を防ぐために役立つはずなんだな。しかし例の爆発や火災のせいでゲートや内壁があちこち破損しているのかもしれない。
It's entirely possible.
ひょっとしたらエアダクト内のろ過装置も壊れているのかも。
That would be scary.
何よそれ。安全面への配慮が効いて呆れるわ。
Anna's eyebrows raised sharply as she accosted Ukita.
人がまだ地下に残っているのに勝手に核兵器を封鎖しておいて、しかも開けられない。
A place that contains severe amounts of radiation.
放射線はどんどん強くなる。電話も無線通信も使えない。エレベーターも動かなければ消火システムも役立たず。どこを見ても穴だらけじゃないの。何が放射能漏洩防止システムよ。
Teach. Yeah, I mean, my mood has not changed on these. Okay, so eventually our kids are going to join the party as well. So they're the remaining 3 on our Enneagram. I mean, sure, but things are gonna go wrong.
確かに安全面に多少の不備があったことは認めるが、
I mean, communication should be better. Communication could have been better. This is obvious, though. This is very much.
システムの暴走や爆発などは想定外の出来事で、
その想定外の出来事が起きないようにするのが安全面への配慮でしょ。
Prevent them as much as possible. Prevent the things that we can't predict as much as humanly possible.
待て先生、落ち着け。
落ち着けって？落ち着いていられるわけがないじゃない。私だけならまだしも、私の生徒まで閉じ込められているのに。
Oh wow. Another one. Taken aback, Watase glanced at the monitors again. Oh boy. Those 3 were also stuck in this unforgivingly harsh environment. Oh boy, Teach and everyone. I mean... Fine, we'll bump you up to half. Why I'm worried about them. No one having come to their aid and pursued by the fires and fears of the radiation around them, they were no doubt still running around, trying to find a way out. Anna sounded on the verge of tears. She may have looked harsh on the surface, but when it came down to it, she really was a teacher. She couldn't help but to be worried about her students. You know what? That's fair. Watase and Anna tried to run out of the room, but were stopped by a sharp voice. Oh?
彼らと合流できたとしても、全員が生き延びるためには
1時間ごとに9本の AD が必要でしょう。ですが我々に残された AD はわずか5本しかありません。彼らに届けるどころか、このままでは我々6人だけでも次の1時間を生き延びることもできないんですよ。
Yeah, that's a good point. Everyone gasped.
5本ってそれしかないの？
申し訳ありません。このような事態を予想していなかったものですから。
準備が足りなすぎるわよ。あなたたちレスキュー隊なんでしょ？
申し訳ありません。
Watase grit his teeth as he listened to the cycle of blame and apologies, questioning and antagonism fly around him. The situation possibly get any worse. They needed 6 AD per hour to keep their entire group safe from radiation exposure. They would need one more for each survivor that they rescued. It hadn't felt like they'd been so low on AD right after they'd saved Yuri. With Teach and Mr. Ukita with us now, we finally come up short. Didn't know how the situation had gotten so bad, nor did he have the time to think about it. The next course of action was clear.
つまり俺たちは3名の要救助者を捜索しつつ人数分の AD を見つけなきゃいけないってわけか。
ええ、それもできるだけ早くです。
Cosme looked back at the monitors.
彼らの累積被爆量が致死量を超える前に。
累積被爆量。
Cosme quickly answered Watase's question.
放射線を受けた量というものは体の中に蓄積していきます。その合計値が累積被爆量です。プロキオンに表示されるのはその場所にいた時1時間あたりどれくらい被爆するかの量。つまり現在の環境下では1時間あたり1605ミリシーベルト被爆するということです。累積被爆量が2000ミリシーベルトに至った場合、致死率は約 5%、 4000ミリシーベルトなら致死率は約 50%。
That escalates quickly.
そして8000ミリシーベルトに至れば 99% 死亡します。
Although it makes sense that that death rate goes up quickly, because you're essentially doubling your exposure per hour. So your cumulative exposure is rising exponentially.
つまり累積被爆量が上がるほど死のリスクも加速度的に高まるのです。そして一度累積した被爆量はすぐには減ることはありません。
Which meant that if they didn't give themselves any AD in this environment, their cumulative exposure would reach 4,000 millisivil in 2.5 hours and 8,000 millisivil in 5 hours. If we don't find more AD, we'll all be dead before the lockdown can be lifted. Ukita then spoke up as this thought crossed Watase's mind.
だが AD は4000ミリシーベルトまでの放射線量をほぼ完全に無害化する。さらに8000ミリシーベルトまでの環境下でも延命効果は極めて高い。 AD さえ投与しておけば累積被爆量は増加しないんだ。
それは間違いないのか。できれば確証が欲しいんだが。
信じがたいだろうが全面的に信用してくれ。 AD は我がラボの最高傑作だ。安定要素剤、キレート剤、プルシアンブルーなど9種の高放射性物質薬に医療用ナノマシンを加えた全身被爆予防剤。
That's a lot of stuff.
それは静脈から注射することで全身を巡り細胞、血液、神経、遺伝子を保護する。胃や肺などの粘膜にも3分で行き渡り放射性物質の吸収を完全にカット。
I can't wait to see them make a guest appearance in the next Cells at Work.
さらに各放射性物質と化合し無害化した上で汗、尿などとともに体外に排出する。
Wow.
その劇的な有効性を知っているから僕もこんなに落ち着いているんだ。さもなきゃもっとパニックになってるさ。
そうか。
He's full boss until the AD runs out. Ukita's voice and expression both seemed totally honest. So basically they could survive so long as they kept administering AD. Their bodies would get closer and closer to death with each passing moment once its effects wore off.
じゃあこんなところでごちゃごちゃ言い合ってる場合じゃないね。施設内に残っている AD をかき集めて夏彦くんたちの元にも届けなきゃ。
なあ浮田さん、監視カメラを使って要救助者を探せないか。
そうだよ。もしくは館内放送で呼び出すとか。
いやそれが放送は使えなくなってるし、カメラもほとんどが壊れてしまっているようなのだよ。
壊れたってどうして？
火災や爆発の影響だろうね。映像記録も多くのデータが消えている。残っているいくつかの映像から察するに、彼らは第6エリア方面へ移動していたようだが。
第6エリアか。
I think they've been heading to an area much further ahead than this one. Just knowing that was enough.
むしろちょうどいい。あの3人以外にも要救助者がいる可能性がある。その要救助者を全て助けるためには全エリアを隅々まで捜索する必要があるからな。
ええ、第1エリアと第2エリアはすでに捜索済みです。この第3エリアから第6エリアまで捜索しながら進めば全てのエリアを捜索したことになります。
堂島先輩や檜山先輩もそのどこかにいるはずだよ。
Should be there somewhere.
あの2人もそれぞれ支給された AD を持ってるし、隊長と並んで有能な人たちだ。合流できれば心強いよ。
I hope they're all right.
立花、森部、早速行動を開始しよ
う。Anna then turned to them with a firm voice.
私も行くわ。
Gotta find my kids.
全員で捜索しながら進んだ方が効率がいいだろう。
True.
しかし民間の方々に手伝ってもらうわけには。
そういうことを言ってる場合じゃないでしょ。
Oh boy, this is It's blue, so it's probably just cosmetic.
そうとも、それに僕はラボ内のことにも詳しい。多少は役にも立てるだろう。
Yuri? We'll give you a little bit of a boost up. Because I get it. You know what? Yeah, we'll trust you. Fully, we'll trust Yuri fully.
私も何もできないかもしれないけど頑張ります。
Even Ukita and Yuri were siding with Anna. Tachibana, what should we do? Watase sent a glance over towards Kazumi. It's at that moment that Jun spoke up with a voice bursting with energy.
副隊長、今はルールより実を取ろう。みんなもやる気になってくれてるしさ。
確かにそうせざるを得ませんね。
Could have been cosmetic, though I feel like maybe our outcome was we trusted Kazumi the most, so we looked to her for the answer. Kazumi nodded him after a moment's hesitation, and thus 6 wills became one to accomplish the same goal: to survive, and also to rescue the survivors. They had to act as soon as possible in order to fulfill these tasks.
だったら急ごう。具体的にどう捜索する？
プロキオンもセキュリティカードも2つしかありませんから、ここは二手に分かれて捜索しましょう。
チーム分けは？
バランスを考えて、まずは私と隊長とユーリさんが組みましょう。
Oh, okay. We have full trust with both, so
了解だ。
わかりました。
hopefully Yuri trusts us.
じゃあこっちは私と椿山さんと浮田さんだね。
Be careful, Jun.
僕も異論なしだ。
では我々は内周島を捜索しますので、森部のチームは外周島をお願いします。捜索対象は全部で4つ。
AD?
要救助者と AD、 そしてできれば第5エリアに進むためのレベル5のセキュリティカードと脱出経路です。 AD は 鉄製のメディカルボックスに入ってます。通路などにも落ちているかもしれませんので入念にチェックを。時間が差し迫っているので急いで。しかし決して焦らず身の安全に重々留意してください。それでは皆さんよろしくお願いします。
Oi. And so, with Kasumi's words having sparked a fire in the mall, the group ran out of the surveillance room. Watase, Kasumi, and Yuri immediately began searching Area 3's inner ring. This scene is called leakage. I don't know how I feel about that. They first ran into the nearest room. It was a somewhat large laboratory. Deeper inside was a space that seemed to be for a rest area, a guard's room, or possibly a conference room.
では捜索開始。時間は1分でお願いします。
1 minute. Group split up in search of the room. Though they didn't find the survivors or a medical box there, something still caught their eyes. A notepad was lying on the floor. Something had been hastily scribbled on it. 9:18, Sprinkler System Inspection. The inspectors, Takeshita, Urabe, Misono, will gather in the engine room at 1 p.m. Make sure that the systems have been manually shut off before the inspection.
消火システム点検ってまさかこれのせいで停止してるのか。
Kasumi ran up to him and took a look at the note.
いや、日付が違います。今日は9月16日ですが。
9:18.
しかし、このエンジンルームというところに行けば、消火システム停止の原因もわかるかもしれません。
場所はわかるか。
存じません。
No clue.
今後の捜索で見つかれば良いのですが。
But though they hadn't gained much information, it was still progress.
よし、次に行こう。
The group finished up their search of the room in precisely 1 minute, then headed for the next one. They entered the hallway and went next door. What they found was no ordinary room, but rather an elevator hall. Survivors were nowhere to be found, and all the elevator lights were off.
第1、第2エリアもそうでしたから。このラボのエレベーターは前期止まっているようですね。
Makes sense.
エレベーターシャフトを通って地上に出ることは。
That's actually an interesting thought.
残念ながらシャフト内にも地上に続く部位には隔壁があります。
What happens if we try to push the elevator button to go up there?
それも放射能漏洩防止システムの一環か。
That makes sense, but do we just fucking run into the bulkhead, or does something systematically stop us from selecting them when the lockdown is in place? And what happens if that control fails? Would we just get stuck in the elevator, endlessly smashing against the bulkhead? Or the elevators would just go out completely, and my pointless imagining would be pointless. With the elevators out, the group had no choice but to move on. The next destination was the connecting passageway that led to Area 4. Oh wow. It was buried in a mountain of rubble.
この瓦礫、メルトダウン前に起きてたっていう爆発の影響か。
おそらくそうです。
通れそうにないですね。
Though they'd finally gotten their hands on a level 4 card, it meant nothing in the face of this. It appeared they'd need to find another way into Area 4.
ここにいても無意味です。次に行きましょう。
On it, boss. The group went back to Area 3 and headed towards Area N this time. Oh no! When they got to the Area N connecting passageway, they were greeted by a door with a security terminal stationed next to it. The words Level N were engraved on the terminal.
レベル N。
どうやら N エリアに入るためには特別なカードが必要らしいですね。
Makes sense. Perhaps Area N had the highest security level in Labo. It was the fires blazing just beyond that gate that kept them from freedom.
なんとか N エリアに入って火災を止められないかな。
何言ってるんですか。それは危険すぎます。たとえ鎮火することができたとしても致死的被爆は免れないでしょう。
そうか。くそ。
That would be a death sentence. Watase tried putting his Procyon close to the gate. What? Only for the reading to start shooting up astronomically. Oh, that's bad.
2406ミリシーベルトだと。
2406 millisivil.
一気に1000近くも。
危険です。お下がりください。
Group frantically ran away from the door. Just then the Procion's reading went back to normal.
ゲート越しでもこんなありさまかよ。
That is very
鉛
dangerous.
などでできたゲートであれば、放射線は完全に遮断できるはずなのですが、周囲の壁や天井などに破損部があるのかもしれませんね。
No matter how strong the gate was, there was always the possibility that there were cracks in other spots. Though they were invisible to the naked eye, there was atomic dust and radiation leaking through them.
なるほど。徐々に数値が上昇していくわけだ。
いずれにせよ、このゲートの向こうに溶融した原子炉があるのは間違いないですね。
Yeah, that's our source. An area of death, swirling with hellfire and radiation. You know what? This ambient track is more terrifying than hearing a Geiger counter go off. This ambient track is fucking unnerving as hell. If the area around the gate was that bad, even when shut, they could only imagine just how much radiation would engulf them if they opened it up. It would be suicide to go into that place. Kazumi continued as Watase held his breath in horror.
隊長、ともかくこれで内周塔の捜索は終わりです。外周塔を手伝いましょう。
ああ。
The group nodded and ran off towards the outer ring. Get me the fuck away from that thing. But Jun's angry shouts filled their ears the moment they reached the connecting passage to the outer ring.
素人は素直に言うこと聞きなって。
Uh-oh.
何よ煙くらい。レスキューがへたれてんじゃないわよ。
Jun and Anna were engaged in a fierce argument. Akita watched the two of them with a bewildered look on his face.
どうした？
森部、何を騒いでいるのですか？
あ、副隊長。この先の外周塔に煙が漂ってたんだ。火の気があるっぽいんだよ。でも部屋がたくさんあって火元がわからないから、椿山さんたちを安全なところで待機させようとしたんだけど。
バカ言ってんじゃないわよ。火の気があるからこそ全員でさっさと捜索すべきでしょ。
I get the difference, the split here.
とまあ互いに一歩も引かなくてね。
And then I mean, I feel like we can compromise somehow. I feel like we can absolutely compromise here. At the same time... Yeah, we gotta side with Jun. We're the professionals here, ma'am.
先生、落ち着けって。普通に考えて、火の気のあるところに素人が入るのは危険だろ。
Oh. Okay, so we lost a point with Anna.
なんですって？
いや、
Oh well, that's okay.
教室で現在素人同然の隊長もこう言ってんだよ。常識的に考えればわかんじゃん。火器のある場に一般人を同行させるわけにはいかないんだよ。
I get that there's a... This is an extraordinary situation, but... So, we should be having... I could see how it would be a benefit to having everyone, all hands on deck to just locate the danger. But that also puts you at risk of being exposed to the danger. And professionally, I don't know if we can jive with that.
二人とも何言ってるの？煙って言ったって
Before Anna could say any more, Kazumi sharply cut in.
椿山さん、 死にたいんですか？死にたくなければ黙って言うことを聞いてください。
Anna instinctively gasped at Kazumi's harsh words. Yep, that's exactly the logic here.
私はただ捜索を手伝おうと。
And that's fair.
言葉がきつかったことは謝ります。椿山さんのお気持ちも嬉しく思います。
You definitely understand feeling helpless in a place like this.
ですが、どんな小さな火も侮ってはいけません。災害現場では我々の判断を信じてください。
We're the professionals, ma'am.
我々の任務は全員を無事にここから脱出させることなんです。だから
Kazumi bowed her head with those words. Anna looked away from her uncomfortably.
分かったわよ。プロにお任せするわ。
Good.
ありがとうございます。
Watase straightened his back with a crunch at those words.
ということは俺たちの出番か。
そうだね。隊長の復帰第一戦だ。勘を取り戻すためにはちょうどいいよ。
Alright.
椿山さんと浮田さん、優里さんは南州島で待機してください。見たところ南州島に火災の兆候は見られませんが、周囲の安全は常に確認してください。
うん、任せたまえ。
了解よ。いってらっしゃい。
After the rest of the group had finished wishing them luck, the rescue workers headed for the outer ring. Area 3, Outer Ring, B2. Yeah, that smoke! This block had multiple doors lining the hallway on both sides.
確かに少し煙ってるな。
You didn't see any traces of a fire at first glance. The entire hallway was filled with thin smoke.
しかしこの施設、空調も機能してないのか。
基本的には無事なんだけど、壊れてるところもある。ここみたいにね。
Like here, indeed.
おそらくは火災の影響によるものでしょう。
Kasumi looked around the block after saying this, and then continued.
それより隊長、この塔の捜索にあたり、一つ注意点があります。
注意点？
扉を開ける前にサーモグラフィーで扉が熱を持ってないか確認してください。扉が赤、もしくは黄色で表示された場合は、そこは絶対に開けないように。
え？なぜ？
That means there's one, you'll burn your fucking hand, and two, there's a fire on the other side.
バックドラフトってのが起きるんだよ。
And three.
閉鎖された部屋で火が燃えると、やがてその火は部屋内の酸素を食い尽くしてくすぶり始める。そこで扉を開けると、部屋内に新鮮な空気が急速に流れ込んで
reignites the embers, and
ドカーン
Exactly, Jun.
と
Oh, danger!
爆発的に燃焼するわけ。
Big danger. Okay, we've regained our...
この塔には火は見えないけど煙が見える。ってことはどっかの部屋で火がくすぶってる可能性があるんだよ。
ですから隊長がちゃんと温度をチェックしてくださらなければ、我々
責任重大だよ。大丈夫
Watase gulped and checked his surroundings. About 10 doors lined the hallway. They all felt like traps to him, explosive booby traps just waiting to be tripped.
慎重にやらなきゃまずいよな。この扉のどれもが開ければ火が吹き出る危険性をはらんでるってんだろ。
ええ。しかしこのどれかに AD や要救助者がいるかもしれません。
それに火元を放置しておくわけにもいかない。結局勇気出して一個一個開けなきゃいけないのさ。
決して焦らず、しかし急いで捜索をしましょう。
ああ、わかった。
With that, the group began searching each and every room. They stood in front of a door at the end of the outer ring, with Kasumi pointing a fire hose right at it. Watase turned on the PDA's IRT function and checked the door for heat, just as he'd been told.
扉は青い。熱はないな。
了解。扉開けます。
June announced that as she opened the door. What? Watase braced himself the moment the door opened. All that waited for them was a trim and tidy office.
火の気はなしか。
要救助者の姿もなしっぽいね。
では AD 等の捜索を30秒で行きましょう。
Yes, ma'am. The group quickly searched the room in accordance with those orders. It wasn't long before they found a box.
これがメディカルボックスか。
Watase ran up to it and looked inside, but it was empty. It appeared that someone had already taken its contents.
外れか。
残念ながらカードもないね。
では次の部屋へ効率を上げていきますよ。
Yes, ma'am. The room opposite of that one was a stairwell. Unlike the automatic sliding doors that the other rooms used, this one had a fire door with heavy hinges. When they opened it, all they saw was a collapsed staircase.
しかしなんで階段が崩れてるんだ。火の気もないのに。
火災によるものではないようですね。九段の原因不明の爆発によるものと思われます。
That sounds suspicious when you put it in air quotes like that.
いいから次に行こうよ。テキパキとさ。
Chop chop. The group continued the search at Jun's urging. However, no matter how many rooms they checked after that, the only things they found were empty medical boxes. To make matters worse, there was no sign of any of the survivors, to say the least of the source of the fire. They even checked the bathrooms, but that turned out to be a fruitless endeavor. God damn it, we need to find some AD. Watase was starting to get more and more impatient. Last time the group had taken any AD was around 9:20 a.m. Got about 20 minutes to go. His watch showed that it was almost 10 a.m. now. Also, do we have a map now? No, we don't have an official map. We even have half an hour. Survivors and security cards were important too, of course, but they wouldn't be able to live past the next hour without some AD. Shit, this is all me and my amnesia's fault. Kept wasting everyone's time by demanding all those explanations from them. Needed to get their hands on some AD quickly in order to make up for that mistake. The group approached the final door in the outer ring as Watase thought this. Like usual, he used the LRT scanner to check the door.
熱はないな。
This is gonna be the one.
おかしいですね。煙は他のエリアから流れてきたのでしょうか。
とにかく了解。扉開けます。
Jun then moved to press the button for the door. They'd been through this routine 10 times already. As a result, Watase was probably nowhere near as focused as he'd been at first because he'd gotten used to it. Uh-oh, this is the danger one. That's why I didn't notice it sooner. And unlike all the other doors, the LRT scanner was showing that this otherwise blue one had a slight yellow tinge to it.
まずい。開けるな、森部。
It was too late. Jun had already hit the button, causing the door to slide open. Jun, get back! In a moment, the group all felt something like the air being sucked inwards. Oh, fuck. Jun immediately jumped away from the door. Fire spewed forth from the room only a mere second later. Oh, fuck. Ah! Watase tried to dodge it, but his body wouldn't move. No sooner had Watase heard that shout than were he and the rest of the group blown away by the blast. Oh, fuck. Am I dead? I wondered that for a second, but no. He was still alive. However, it also felt like something was crushing his body. Oh boy. Watase then opened his eyes.
隊長、大丈夫ですか?
Oh fuck. Only to see Kazumi shouting at him and helping him up. I'm sorry. It seems she'd knocked him out of the way just in the nick of time. You saved my fucking ass.
大丈夫だ。しかし、これは。
Surroundings had been transformed into a sea of flames in the blink of an eye. Backdraft City. Fire that spewed from the room was spreading all the way out into the hall. this keeps up, then even Tachibana will die. At that moment that he heard a voice across the sea of fire. Watase looked to that voice to find Jun looking at him and Kazumi from the other side of the flames. Watase quickly shouted back. Jun picked up the hose lying in the fire and tossed it with an underhand throw. The metal nozzle slid across the floor and stopped right in front of Watase. The fire spread even further during those few seconds, filling the hallway with black smoke. Just standing burned his skin, and his lungs hurt every time he took a breath. Uh-oh. Watase forced himself to step toward the direction of the flames, then turned the nozzle of the hose. Hang on tight. Watase was caught off guard for a moment. The water pressure was far greater than he'd expected. So he used all his might to keep the hose under his control, knowing it'd most likely shoot out of his hands if he let his guard down for even a second. The hose's jet stream ran right into the brightly burning fire. However, it's not going out! Oh boy! Though steam was rising here and there, the force of the flames didn't weaken in the slightest. Watase blindly swung the hose. Despite his efforts, the fire only grew stronger and stronger and swooped down on Watase with intense ferocity. The flames swayed, briefly licking at his left hand. Oh boy! Heat shot through his gloves and burned the back of his hand, then dropped the hose on instinct. Oh shit. I'm in danger. Frantically tried to pick up the hose. I'm in danger. We've got a series of yellow choices here, which might get us killed. Okay, we can do it. Then Kazumi grabbed his collar and violently pulled him back. Oh shit. Oh fuck. We've got danger. Oh boy, oh boy. Watase shouted that and picked up the hose. Watase brushed aside Kazumi's warnings. It's okay, when it comes down to it, I'm still a rescue worker. Can't mature if I keep relying on Tachibana's help every time. Watase managed to convince himself of this. Went charging into the room that was still spewing flames. This seems like a bad idea. Oh! His hair and face were scorched by atrocious flames. Oh. Nort, all of this will be out soon. Watase's plan was simple, get rid of the flames from their source. However, not going out. The flames just kept surging forward, one after another, regardless of how much water he doused them with. Watase trembled in fear in the face of this endless calamity. You could hear Kazumi's screams coming outside of the room, now sealed off by fire. Shit! Mistakes were made! The flames ran up his body. Everything in front of him was engulfed in orange. His hair suddenly burst into flames! With that, his skin and his flesh were hideously scorched. An inhuman scream escaped from Watase's mouth. He dropped the hose without even thinking about it. Now assaulted by heat, agony, and fear, Watase writhed grotesquely where he stood. Even his vocal cords were soon burned to a crisp, leaving him unable to even scream. Kazumi screamed something, but the only thing Watase heard was the fire blazing around him. And in the blink of an eye, even his consciousness was incinerated by the hellfire. Game over. Bad ending number 13. The Conceited. Result of Watase overestimating his skills. You'll be able to avert this fate by setting Kazumi's senses higher than Watase's at the SSS input screen just before this ending. Yeah, that makes sense. That's an obvious death point. Very much so. Now I think, at this point, I've only really got 2 tips here. Nuclear reactor scram. When an anomaly is detected in a nuclear reactor, an automatic or manual emergency shutdown of the nuclear reactor is called a scram. Scram, aka GTFO. The event of particularly big anomalies or failures, it is wise to have measures to cool the reactor to stability by inserting a neutron-absorbing control rod, adding neutron-slowing agents, by adding a coolant in accordance with the model of the nuclear reactor. These measures cannot be taken due to power failures caused by natural disasters. There's a risk of the fuel rod melting down due to its own decay heat. In worst case, the reactor could explode. Leibo uses a boiling water reactor which pulls in water from Lake Rokume as both a slowing agent and a coolant. If it's not constantly circulating water, that water boils too, and we get steam explosions like this. Kaboom. Radioactivity refers to how an unstable radioactive material emits radiation as it decays and gains more stable nuclei. It is somewhat like a measure of the material's capability to emit radiation. Today in Japan, the terms radioactivity, radioactive material, and radiation often get confused, and when heeding that confusion, media and some specialists often lump them all as radioactivity, but strictly speaking, these terms refer to different concepts. Using a flower as metaphor, the difference is as follows. A flower is a radioactive material. Floral scent is radiation. Flower's capability to give off its scent, radioactivity. So, human is the radioactive material. BO is flower scent, and emitting sweat is radioactivity, if I were to do a human metaphor for that. Simple enough. Alright. Small episode for tips, a big episode for danger as we died. That was, again, that was a very firmly signposted ending. But hey, we're gonna explore all of them anyways, so may as well end off the episode on that. So, when we return, we'll do the smart thing and leave it up to our subordinate who has her memory and skills, and leave it to her to save the day. Yeah, that felt like our first red choice of the game. The yellow ones were a prelude to danger, which we had a bunch in that backdraft scene leading up to the fire going boom. So yeah, let's trust Kazumi more, aka bump ours down a little bit. So the tiebreak must have gone to Watase there. Interesting. This system is really cool. Not gonna lie, it's... Normally you're playing a visual novel, you have just binary choices and say, okay, what is the context of this dialogue choice? Will it say what I think it says, or will it be something spiral into something entirely different? And some of them feel obvious too, but these, I feel like they're less obvious than a blatant choice system, but for the most part, if you listen to the context before you make your choice, they seem to make sense. Let's say, and our first danger choice felt. There was a part of me that was still wondering, maybe we're gonna save the day, and this is actually the right choice, but no, that makes sense that we should leave this to our more experienced coworker. And next time, on Root Double, we will do exactly that.